Phase Six, which they have 3 movies confirmed for it. They said at Comic-Con they're not going to spoil too much for Phase Six. So they said they are coming out with Fantastic Four November 8th, 2024.
Hmm.
And
The only
then
problem I got when it comes to Fantastic Four on who's going to play the Human Torch,
mhm,
because it was Michael B. Jordan for the revamp movie, wasn't it?
yeah.
Who was also Killmonger.
Mhm.
So that's going to be interesting how they do that, or if by some miracle they get former Captain America man to play the
But
Human Torch again. I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's going to be weird. But
Like
honestly,
you'll see why I said like I even mentioned that once you watch Madness into the Multiverse.
all right then. But also, I feel like in Wakanda, do you think they froze Killmonger? Because they froze someone before and he became alive
Yeah,
again.
they froze Bucky, but that Killmonger wanted to die looking at the sunset. So that's if whether or not they decide to honor his wishes. So we'll see. Um,
Hmm. I mean, it just depends on what they do because every time they usually come up with a Fantastic Four movie, it doesn't really do that well.
the last Fantastic Four wasn't as bad, but I honestly like the original better. Uh,
I know. It just depends
they
on
just
what
need
the
to do
hell they're
something
gonna
more with the character than what they have been doing. Honestly, we'll see. We will see.
do. And then the last 2 movies, which I never expected this till they, said it. So May 2nd is Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, which is
Mm-hmm.
going to be the conclusion. It will be the first part of the conclusion of Phase 6. And then November 7th, 2025, which is a 5 months after 5 months and 5 days after the second, after the first Avengers movie comes out. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be Avengers Secret Wars. So it's basically going to be the second part to the conclusion of Phase 6. And then
Honestly,
after,
oh, continue, continue.
oh yeah, my bad. So then after that will probably either be, if they want to release Phase 7 or just end off with Marvel like that completely.
Marvel ain't letting go of our necks that fast.
Hmm?
Marvel ain't letting go of our necks that fast. But definitely looking forward to see what those movies entail. Honestly, when it comes to Marvel movies, which some people may disagree on me, it doesn't matter what heroes are in the movies. It matters what villains. So I want to see what villains we're gonna get this year and the next years to come. Because we already used Big Boy Thanos.
Hmm.
I want more. Give me more.
So who do you think will be taken? So I mean, Thanos is gone though. He got snapped out of obliteration.
Oh yeah, so
So
he's not coming back. That's what we obviously, if I'm correct, I'm reading this. The Kang Dynasty. Kang is the villain from Loki, isn't he?
yes,
Yeah. So obviously him. Dude is probably more powerful than Thanos, if we're being honest.
which is probably true. He is probably way more powerful than Thanos.
But I think it's
So
going to be a minute before they're able to kill him because remember they have to kill multiple variants of him in different timelines.
yes, which I feel like the first variant will pop up in Loki season 2,
I agree.
and then whatever variants after that, depending on how they're gonna play it out.
Yeah,
Um,
Secret Wars plural. I think it's going to be very much like Endgame and Infinity War, where
yeah.
the Kang Dynasty is going to be him taking over each timeline,
Hmm.
and Secret Wars would be about each separate battle fought on each timeline.
That's what I feel like. That's what they're gonna portray. So King War is basically gonna be like Infinity War, where Thanos, in that with Infinity War, Thanos takes over, basically destroys each part of whatever. Depending, I don't know what they're gonna do. And this is in my mind. I feel like they're gonna like how Thanos basically went to each timeline and basically got the Infinity Stones. I feel like he's gonna go to each timeline and basically destroy something that's very, important to the Avengers. And then when it comes to the Secret Wars, after that uh, I think his name is Kang. You said so. I feel like every new personality of him will pop up in each multiverse, each world. So I feel like depending how much Avengers is in the next one, they're gonna have to have maybe Avenger for each timeline to go and destroy him.
Well, remember these Avengers also exist. Their variants exist in each of these timelines. So it'll probably be them trying to convince their variants, depending on
To kill him.
how active in that universe their variants are.
Hmm. All I know is that Loki too, and then the Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. I know those will obviously conjoint together because it's weird how they're doing it for Phase 5 and Phase 6 this year. So
Mm-hmm.
it just depends on how it plays out. If it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad. I hope it's good. With every Marvel movie, there's always something bad in it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know how they're really gonna play out with this. So, and isn't like most of the superheroes now women?
Yes,
Hmm.
but also most of these women are 10 times more powerful. Well, let's see, you still have Doctor Strange, um, who's a pretty powerful being. You still have, let's see, me trying to name the men. You still have Ant-Man. You still have Shang-Chi. You
Why do
have
I? Why do I feel like in my mind this is what they're gonna do? I feel like for when it
you have
hits,
the Eternals,
oh,
but they don't get involved. That's like the entire point of their existence.
they're fighting their own battle, so of course they're not gonna get involved.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think all right. So obviously, this is in my mind. This is gonna be like the new Avengers. All right, this is in my mind. So when it's Kang Dynasty, Echo,
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
What Thor: Love and Thunder just came out, so I don't know what the female's name that's supposed to play, you know, woman variation of Thor. I forgot her name.
Jane.
Jane.
Yeah, there's Valkyrie and then there's Jane.
Okay, so
Jane,
Jane.
at least it looks like Jane. It may not. She may not go by Jane by in that version of it, but
Okay, so Echo, She-Hulk, Jane,
Wasp.
Captain. Huh?
Not Captain America. Well, if we're talking about the variant for technically Steve Rogers, it's Peggy, but
Peggy.
she's Captain British. Captain Britain, something like that. Because she's British. She's not Captain
Okay.
America. Um,
So basically, her just in real life form.
mhm.
Okay.
You need to watch Multiverse of Madness. I can't tell you more. You need to watch
Okay, yeah.
it.
I know. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch it tonight. In my mind, okay. Who else? Who else? So, let's see. So whoever's gonna play,
I'm telling you, once you watch it, your options are gonna it's gonna the horizon will widen, my guy. But
I
I'm not
know.
saying shit
I,
until you watch it because I'm a kind soul.
what else? I know whoever playing Black Panther. I'm guessing his sister. Um, this is gonna be wild.
If they were gonna have a guy play him, it would either be the one from
And
the
then,
tribe that fought him in the first movie, or it would be Okoye's husband.
because honestly, it's a woman. We can tell it from the stance. It's a woman. So, um, whew.
Well, if it's a woman, do you think like obviously most people are gonna assume it's a sister, but what about it being his wife?
True. It can also be his wife as well too. Um, even though I'm leaning towards more of the sister because obviously she makes the tech for her brother, but in my
Quite
mind,
technically, it could be one of the Dora Milaje.
so you think it's his wife?
It could be. I have three people in my mind who it could possibly be. So
Mm.
we'll see when we see.
Yeah, we see when we will see. So that's so far that's who I have right now. In um that's gonna be in the Kang dynasty is them four right there.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say 4 or 5 people?
I think he said three,
Three?
or three or four.
Okay, four. 'Cause I left off with Black Panther. So that's who I think is gonna be in there so far. I don't know who else. If Miss Marvel makes an appearance, cool. Don't know how that's gonna play out though. But that's what I think so far. So I feel like whoever is in the other timelines of them will convince them to fight him, to fight Kang in multiple different bodies of him, and then obviously he will take over just like Thanos. And then once it becomes him or just him alone or a younger version of him, I feel like if they do the same thing, I feel like they're either gonna destroy him when he's like done with what he's doing, and
Mm-hmm.
then jump back in time again like they did Infinity War, and then kill each
Younger.
variant before they start doing what they do.
Fair enough.
But that's just our opinions. All right, we don't know what's gonna happen. We're just giving you what our mindset is like right now. That's
Or
it.
better yet, in Secret Wars, they figure out what happened with Loki, and then rewind back far enough to where the other Loki doesn't kill the first Kang.
If that happens too, that's gonna. So I'm guessing they're just supposed to leave him alone.
I guess, or well, I guess like the main thing is like if they were to kill him, one of them was supposed to stay and take over the timeline, but I don't think either of them did because he basically he wanted to retire. He didn't want to die. He wanted to retire.
He wanted to die because he was done with it. He was
Yeah,
done with all the shit.
he was like, "I'm God and I'm done."
So I don't know. But I mean, that's what we think will happen. I mean, this is just our imagination because we're both huge Marvel fans.
Mhm.
So it just depends on how they're gonna make this timeline great
Mhm.
because they had Avengers, and then I think a year after that was the other Avengers, and then the year after that was the other two Avengers movie.
Yeah,
So I'm surprised that they're gonna have Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars like right next to each other. I thought they were gonna separate it like they did before.
I don't think the reason the people realized that there wasn't so many Marvel movies back to back is because even in the individual characters movies, there was enough Marvel characters like Avengers characters to make it feel like an Avengers movie. Like people forget, like Civil War is not Avengers; it's Captain America. The movie's literally called Captain America: Civil War.
Hmm. Oh
But
boy, look. All I know is that Marvel for the next we're in 2022, so Marvel for the next 3 years is gonna dominate until 2026, if they even do a Phase 7. That's right now. Phase 5 is done. They already released. Basically, they already told you what all the movies are. Phase 6, we only got like 3 movies. So depending on what the hell they're gonna do for Phase 6, which is gonna probably be the next Comic Con,
mhm.
um, they're gonna tell you what they're doing for Phase 6 and probably a little bit of Phase 7. That's if they do a Phase 7. So yeah, so I think that's it for today's episode. Like I said, Black Panther and She Hulk is the next to the NL Phase 4. And we think also Ant Man and Wasp, but that's what my heart is going for right now. I don't know about Justices, but that's for me. and then they have Secret Invasion to start it off. But in the real world, it's basically Black Panther. But I don't know. It's crazy talking about it because like one, all these movies were supposed to come out a year ago.
That's crazy, man. Like, there is no phase for the 2020-2021 like year frame. Like, we really skipped out on 2019. Well, we got 2019, but we really skipped out on everything for
2020
2020
and
into
part of 2021.
2021.
Mm-hmm. 2020 and 2021. That was the two phases that just got skipped. So I don't know, but
We got like the end of 2021 and like now all of 2022. As long as nothing shows up, because COVID's spreading again, and so is monkeypox. So
yeah, I mean, COVID is not as bad this time around, but
people are
monkeypox,
more worried about the monkeypox now. Yeah.
yeah, it's not that bad. So they got the stuff for COVID, so that's done. That's one and done. So they already have all. They still have all the vaccines, so they can do whatever with those. And then monkeypox, there's always a new stupid variant shit that comes with this world anyway. So any weird sickness that just comes off, I won't be surprised they call. Oh yeah, Phase 5. It's called African whatever, and then yeah, it's a virus again. So
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever. It's whatever. All I know is that I hope they don't cancel another year long of shit because I'll be pissed as hell.
I
So
know. I was definitely pissed because I remember when, like in 2019, like there was the posters first announcing all of the series and movies that they were going to release for Phase 4,
in 2020,
and in 2020, all that shit got canceled.
all that shit got pushed back a year. So yep. So me and Justice's fingers is crossed for this coming year. Well, the rest of this year and the rest of next year and the year after. So and the year after that as well too.